Good morning, everyone. Tonight we are going to have a full moon in the sign of Gemini. So when we have a full moon in a sign, our emotions, because the moon represents our emotions, are naturally drawn to the energy of this sign. And for us to be able to understand how to navigate those emotions, well, we basically need to look at where does the moon come from. When we see the full moon, it's only half of the moon cycle. To understand where it comes from, we need to check where was the new moon a couple of weeks ago. And the new moon was in the sign of Sagittarius. So let's have a look at it. Sagittarius. Sagittarius is the sign that follows Scorpio. And Scorpio is very much the sign of transformation, of death and rebirth. So here we have, at an emotional level, a Sagittarian energy that is coming out of the tunnel of darkness, the tunnel of shadow from the Scorpio energy. And this new moon in Sagittarius has a very strong desire to move toward light, to live at its fullest, right? So it could very much be a period of your time where at an emotional level you have the desire to do something new. You have the desire to explore, to expand on new horizons. Because at the same time, the Sagittarian energy wants to do something new, and it has in its memory, it does not forget what it saw or what it felt in the realm of Scorpio. So if we look at the glyph of the Sagittarius, it's actually an arrow. And this is a nice symbolic way to suggest that, you need a bow to be able to direct the arrow into a new direction. It is very much this desire of going towards something new, a new target, a new mission that will make you feel important and useful. There is this concept, this idea of, I want something bigger than me. I want to go into a new direction. And that direction can be the target. The target could be associated to the sun. The sun is a star. A star is a source of energy, a source of light, which can be also associated to God and to faith. So with a Sagittarian energy, there might be a desire to go to something new, to something unknown, but still you could be very much guided with this inner faith and trust that everything will be cool. So we all have Sagittarian energy in our chart. We all have Gemini energy in our chart. And for us to understand how this full moon will manifest, what is it that it will amplify, we basically need to do the chart and check which is the segment or which are the houses that are linked to this axis Gemini, Sagittarius. And then we also look at the rulers of the signs, and by building the chart we can have some better indication. Now let's talk about Gemini. Gemini is an air sign. So it's very much an energy that can permeate everywhere. You can imagine the air going everywhere. And that's why maybe Gemini is often associated to curiosity, to the need of exchange, to the need of lightness, right? So this full moon in Gemini is on the axis Gemini-Sagittarius and is very much a quest for, at an emotional level, I need something new, and I want to move. I want to explore new things. I want to learn new stuff. I need to connect with new people in order to find this new direction. So this could be a high-level summary of what a Gemini new moon means. But for this one that we are going to have tonight, it's a little bit more complex. It's a bit more complex because there's quite a lot of tension up in the sky. So allow me to explain. First of all, Mercury is in retrograde. So when Mercury is in retrograde, there's already a kind of blur, a kind of fog. And we can experience delays, misunderstanding. It's not a flowy energy. And it's very much an energy of introspection and reflection, self-reflection. And then, funny enough, the two rulers of the ruler of Gemini and the ruler of Sagittarius, they actually visit the opposite sign. So Mercury, ruler of Gemini, is in Sagittarius, and Jupiter, ruler of Sagittarius, is in Gemini. And in a couple of weeks, those two rulers are going to be in opposition. When I say opposition, I talk about conflict. I talk about a resistance. So here we have, holistically, we have an energy of a strong desire to do something new, a strong desire to go to something bright, and at the same time, we have a Mercury who is asking questions, a Mercury that wants details, a Mercury that wants to organize our thoughts. And we also have a Jupiter that amplifies our curiosity and is looking for more information, who is looking for to expand the knowledge. And all this energy is creating a kind of push-pull energy that creates a very scattered energy. So it's like if the more we try to make sense of our desires, the less clarity we get. So really, this full moon in Gemini can very much be the source of tension, the source of stress, the source of misunderstanding, and of a scattered energy. And I would love to be able to stop the video right now and say, that's it, but it's not, because we have one more player to add into this video. We have Saturn. Saturn, our dear Saturn, is currently in Pisces. And one of the functions that Saturn brings to the table is the desire to structure and organize everything. It's in the ocean, it's in Pisces, it's in the world of the dream, of the intuition, of the imaginative, of the fantasy. So good luck to try to structure those things. It's not possible. And because it's not possible, we kind of feel that heavy Saturnian energy, then energy that is blocking, that is putting the foot on the brake, and a Saturn energy that brings us back to reality, which can be quite difficult, you know. We lose courage, we lose hope sometimes. So thank you very much to Saturn. Now the purpose of this video is not to discourage anyone. It's more to understand how it works, so we can take corrective steps and live this full moon cycle to its fullest. So the only recommendation I would have is, let's keep in mind that this is the axis Gemini Sagittarian. Gemini is curiosity and Sagittarius is the quest for sense. So we need to find a balance. We need to find a point in the middle. And how are we going to do it? Well, the full moon is in Gemini, right? So this is where our emotions are being drawn. So we need to use the Gemini energy. We need to use the Gemini energy to find that balance, to ask the right question, to network, to connect with people, to consider all the options that are being presented to us before we make a decision, right? And then let's remember that Saturn is also in the Greek mythology Chronos. It's the god of time. So Saturn is asking us here to take your time. There is no rush. If anything, you are the one pressuring yourself. But there is no need to rush, right? So it's very much a time where you need to cultivate patience. You need to take your time to consider all the options that are being presented to you, and then with calm, make up your mind and find this balance. And a tip that I can give is, maybe it's a good time for you to take a diary and to write down your thoughts. Write it down and also write your emotions. How does it feel? How do you feel about what you are writing down in the now? And then when you go back through it and when you review your notes, chances are you will change your mind again. So take that time to cultivate patience, to reflect on all the options that are being presented, and then you will be able to embrace, change and a new direction in your life. That's it for today. I hope this video helps you understand the energy of this new moon in Gemini. If you like it, please put a thumbs up. You can also ask questions and make comments. We love having your feedback. And you can also share it with friends who do need to listen to this. And until then, I wish you a great Merry Christmas and a great Happy New Year, if I say. And I'll see you next month for a full moon in Cancer. Thank you very much for your support, and we'll see you next. Bye.